All right, everybody, this is the Fantasy Sports Boss. Welcome to a impromptu week 3 stream. I wanted to jump on here because, I think it would be I thought it would be a good idea to come on as the 11:30 injury report comes out. And again, before I go any further, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit that like button, because all day today, I'm going to be sending out videos as soon as injuries happen, and you know it's going to happen. Key guys are going to go down. Injuries are going to happen. I'm going to post those injury videos probably about a minute to a minute and a half after the injury happens, talk about the fallout, all that other stuff. So make sure you tune in for that. You subscribe for that. And then tonight, 7:30 is tonight at 7:30 is the live stream to go over everything that happened today, all that other stuff. So also, if you have questions, you can submit it in the chat, any late start sit issues. So just waiting on the 11:30 injury report. Just some other things to share while we're waiting. Josh Jacobs expected to play. He's been sick. He was held out of practice all week, but he made the flight. He's going to play today. Josh Jacobs has got more work than originally anticipated, in my opinion, at least. I thought, when he played in the Hall of Fame game, that they didn't pick up his fifth-year option. Josh McDaniels wasn't a fan, but I think Josh McDaniels realized that Josh Jacobs is his best option at running back. So, I think that's why he's gotten as much work as he has. Now, the other thing is Justin Herbert. So it appears that Justin Herbert is thinking about taking a pain-killing injection to play today. Rumor has it that the coaching staff and the medical staff want him to sit out. He's got that fractured rib cartilage, which is a very painful injury for anybody, especially a quarterback. And it's something that's going to linger for weeks and maybe even months. So Justin Herbert wants to give it a go today, but the Chargers coaching staff wants to err on the side of caution and have him sit out. And this is obviously a huge thing. A lot of fantasy football ramifications here with Keenan Allen's status, although he's questionable as well. Mike Williams, if Herbert sits out, Chase McDaniel with his limited arm, it would be like a pop gun offense. Austin Eckler won't be as affected as much. As a matter of fact, I think Austin Eckler will catch more passes with Chase Daniel, but Mike Williams, especially, the deep ball is not going to be there. He's going to be impacted more than anybody, even trickling down to Gerald Everett. So we have to watch what Herbert's status is. So just about a minute to go before the 11:30 injury report comes out. I know Julio Jones is a game time decision, so I'm curious to see what goes on with him. Let's see. I'm just going through some of the names. All right, Deandre Swift is expected to play, get more work today. So Deandre Swift will get more work. He was definitely limited last week. He certainly made the most of his opportunities. But he should be out there. Jameis Winston is expected to play as well. Nothing official. These are just old stuff. All right. Taron Armstead and Xavier Howard are both active for the Dolphins, so that's good for the offensive line. Any protection that Tua Tagovailoa can get from those two, that's a big thing. So Taron Armstead is available, and Xavier Howard, the cornerback there. That certainly will help against Stephon Diggs, although I think Stephon Diggs is just playing out of his mind right now. That doesn't matter who's covering him. Diggs is going to have his way. Hayden Hurst is active. So Hayden Hurst is officially active. Hayden Hurst has been pretty solid. If you look at tight end, has been an absolute disgrace once again this season. So if you're looking for a cost-effective tight end, Hayden Hurst is there. He is active today against the Panthers. He's worth picking up. I put him in the same boat as Evan Engram and Gerald Everett as tight ends who probably weren't even drafted in your league or were late round picks who are going to exceed their ADP. So, all right, Randy Miller, I need 2 full PPR, Allen Robinson, Thielen, or Michael Carter. What's your thoughts? So Allen Robinson, I'm definitely putting him in there because, again, I think that the Rams are going to make more of an effort to get him involved. Adam Thielen, listen, it's going to be a shootout, so it's like all hands on deck there. Michael Carter's catching a lot of passes out of the backfield. Dawson Knox or Everett. I'm going to go Dawson Knox just because of the question mark about Justin Herbert. So, all right, Alvin Kamara is active. Just wanted to pass that along. So Alvin Kamara is active. So Alvin Kamara hopefully will start showing some signs of life because he hasn't shown it so far. J.K. Dobbins is active. Kenyon Drake is inactive. So Kenyon Drake is now inactive. So J.K. Dobbins, and that's pretty significant because if Drake is absent, that means Dobbins is going to get serious workload on first and second down. So if you're holding J.K. Dobbins, I would put him in there. Randy, getting back to your question, I would roll the dice with Thielen because against the Lions today, it's going to be a lot of points. Michael Carter, he's catching a lot of passes out of the backfield, but Breece Hall is a thing and he's not going away. So I would go Thielen, give Thielen another chance because I think there's going to be a lot of passing in this game. All right, Ronnie Stanley is inactive, the left tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, J.K. Dobbins is active. Deandre Swift and Aiden Hutchinson are active. So Deandre Swift, as we expected, is in there. Roquan Smith, the linebacker for the Bears, is active for those of you who play with the defensive players. Jordan Poyer for the Buffalo Bills. He is inactive. So the Bills have some serious issues on defense with injuries. Just looking through the list here. All right. So nothing really significant with these 1 o'clock games. And clearly now, the Justin Herbert situation is the big one for the second half of games today. And remember, if you're not doing the running back, the handcuff running back strategy, then you're not paying attention because so far this year, sorry about the glare, guys, I apologize. If you use that handcuff running back strategy, you wound up with Jeff Wilson, you wound up with Darrell Williams, you pick the guy up before the game, you drop him at the end of the game if the starter doesn't get injured. Today, Joshua Kelly, I'm certainly looking at Joshua Kelly in the 4 o'clock games there. I think if Austin Eckler goes down, Kelly, who's shown some good speeds, shown some ability, I think he's absolutely worth picking up. Tyler Algier, I think you should pick him up as well and see what transpires there. He got the goal line carries. He split carries right down the middle with Cordero Patterson. I think they want to get Algier more involved. He's a good power back, has a little bit of speed as well. And if he can handle the gig, then maybe Cordero Patterson gets more targets in the passing game, which would help his underlying value. Hopefully Kyle Pitts finally gets going because, Jesus, it's been so bad with Kyle Pitts. Anybody who's owning Kyle Pitts, I feel your pain. All right, Patriots inactives. Jacoby Myers inactive today. Wow, Taysom Hill is inactive. Wow, that's disappointing. So Taysom Hill, who was my week one, bomb of a value pick for you guys. He came through with 15 fantasy points. He's inactive. Wasn't really used heavily last week, so that's definitely disappointing. Oh, another tight end, Irv Smith. I think you should check out Irv Smith as well when I was talking about the tight ends before. Jacoby Myers is out. You don't really want anybody from this New England passing attack, so Devontae Parker. Ramondre Stevenson's the only Patriot I actually had somewhat interest in. I'm curious to see how Stevenson does today. I'm curious to see how Kyle Pitts does today. Allen Robinson, to see if he could build off last week when he should have had 2 touchdowns. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And again, hit the subscribe, hit that notification button, because all day today I'm going to put out these videos. I'm even going to probably jump in with some impromptu streams if something catches my eye, like Chase Edmonds going AWOL last year in terms of being on the field. So all of that stuff. So make sure you hit that subscribe and the like button, and join me tonight at 7:30 so we can all wallow in pity about the games that we lost, share horror stories, because certainly last week was just insane with some of those comeback games. I have a 2-0 team and a 1-1 team going into today. So make sure you make all the right choices today with your lineups. Get Alan Lazard in there. I know he's playing today. He's probably going to have a good game, so get him back in there. So again, join us later on 7:30 for the live stream, and hit the subscribe button. All right, we will chat later, everybody.